Today I am here to give you a little tour of my Kindle. I'm going to show you what exactly I have on my TBR in the virtual world. Welcome back to my channel. I forget about these books more than I would like to admit. So there are a lot on here, most of which I've gotten for free on Kindle Unlimited or something like that. But there are a lot on here that I completely forget that I have and then never read them. Maybe this will remind me, maybe. Before anything else, I'll show you, because this is what the girlies do, right? So I have little Jesus asking if that's smut. This is just a random sticker I got at a random store somewhere. This one says, "One more page won't kill me." This one says, "Spread those pages." And then this one's just like a little Alice in Wonderland situation. And I have the little skull reading, because of course I do. It's a little tarot card. You can't see that because it's blurry. It's blurry! Will it ever not be blurry? Who's to say? There we go. So that's what my Kindle looks like. This is not a paperweight. This is just a regular, like whatever the most recent one is. I got it on Prime Day last year for a very good deal. And I love it. I love everything about it. I don't really know the difference between this and a paperweight, but so far I haven't found anything that this can't do that I think other Kindles can. So I'm happy with it. For me, I was always a physical reader, always liked having a physical book. I obviously have quite a collection, but when I started to think about the fact that I plan my purses around fitting books into it, and the fear of being caught somewhere without a book is so intense for me, like, which is ridiculous because the amount of times I actually need a book is so few. But I'm like, well, what if I get caught on the subway? What if I get stuck in an elevator? What if there's a line at the grocery store? And in my head, I need to have a book for all of those moments. When I got this, it was a total game changer. It's so light. It can fit in like some of my smallest like clutches. I mean, it's literally basically the size of a phone. I'm obsessed. I'm very happy with it. I use it all the time. I love especially reading it at night because I can turn my light off so that if I fall asleep, the light's not on, and just read until I can't keep my eyes open. It's the best. It's the best. So let's chat about my Kindle TBR. These are the books that currently are on my Kindle that I have not finished yet. Will I finish some of these between filming this and posting this? Probably not, if I'm being honest. But this is what is on here at this moment in time. Just go with it. So we have One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. I am 22% into this, so maybe I'll finish this soon. One Dark Window is a gothic fantasy. I believe it might be YA. I can't quite remember. It is the first in a duology, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I had to put it down to deal with the iron flame of it all, but now I'm back into it and I'm having a good time. Grimstone by Sophie Lark. I don't know why I downloaded this. It was on Kindle Unlimited, and I have read a few Sophie Larks, but this one, I think I read somewhere, number one, I read it was dark romance, which I don't read a lot of, but I'm very curious about. It was pretty new. I think it came out in October, and I heard that it gave like Halloween vibes in a romance. So I was like, well, why not? Why not? Did I read it? No. No, I did not. I have the first 3 books in the Veronica Speedball series. A Curious Beginning, A Perilous Undertaking, A Treacherous Curse. Why do I own 3 of them? I'm not sure. How many of them have I read? 1. I actually honestly didn't even know these were on here, to be honest with you. But that's exciting, I suppose. I also have Brother by Anaya Alborn. I am 11% into this one. This was a recommendation from Katie, and this one apparently is a pretty intense horror. I think. I could be totally wrong. I think it's horror. I'm 11% in, and so far I really have absolutely no feelings, but I do want to finish it just because I've heard some interesting things about it. I also have Gone Tonight by Sarah Pekkanen, again from Kindle Unlimited. So I didn't spend any money on it. I own the physical copy, but sometimes, like I said, I don't want to carry the physical copy, so it's nice to have the ebook on standby. I also have from Kindle Unlimited a book called Morbidly Yours by Ivy Fairbanks. Never heard of it, but when I saw the cover, it's a romance and there are 2 people in a graveyard. So I said, why not, for free. I also have Ninth House on here, also from Kindle Unlimited. I plan to do a reread of it before I jump into Hellbent. I have been planning to do a reread of it for probably 6 to 8 months now, but One day, I have Divine Rivals, also from Kindle Unlimited. I just don't spend any money. I'm so proud of myself. This one I'm in the middle of. I got 34% in and then stopped. I also have The One by John Mars, also from Kindle Unlimited, also for free. I don't know why, never started it. Serpent in the Wings of Night, I got from Kindle Unlimited as well. I am 25% into that one. At Home with the Horrors, which is another Kindle Unlimited. This is a short story horror collection that I heard nothing but amazing things about during Summerween from Gabby, I believe. So I downloaded it and I actually read most of the stories in here. I just don't think I finished all of them and I can't remember now. So I should probably just return it because I don't think I'll keep going. I don't know. We'll see. Then I have Survivor by J.F. Gonzalez. This was a split-second buy during a sprint when I heard people talking about extreme horror, and this being one of the grossest, most horrific examples of that. And I thought, well, I gotta know. So I bought it and I downloaded it and then I never read it. What else do we have? I have The Adventures of Amin al-Sarafi. I have started this. I do own a physical copy of it, but that book is big and it's a Fairy Loot edition, so I don't want to mess it up too much. So I figured I would stick with an ebook for that one. I am 21% into that one. I also have American Queen by Sierra Simone. I don't know. I think this was the alternative to buying it at a Barnes & Noble when I saw it. I believe it's an alternate reality where America has royalty. And it sounded interesting. And Sierra Simone, she writes some smutty things. So one day I will get to that. Then I have The Angel Maker by Alex North. This one I also own the physical copy of. I believe this was like on some deal, one of the Kindle deals at some point, so I got it for like a couple bucks and I haven't read it yet. I also have Vicious Bonds by Shanora Williams. This one, I believe the main character is based off of Tommy Shelby, so I downloaded it. It's from Kindle Unlimited, so I didn't spend any money, and I have the physical copy, but if I want to read it on here, I can. Then I have Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. I had every intention of finally picking this book up this summer, and then I never did. I don't know why I have a Kindle version of it, because I do have a physical copy, but I do, for some reason. I also have a Kindle version of Daisy Hates, which I have not read yet. That is the second book in the Magnolia Park series. Got it from Kindle Unlimited. I also have Guild from Kindle Unlimited. This is the first book in a fantasy series, a romantasy series, the Plated Prisoners series. I've seen these books everywhere and I keep meaning to get to it and I keep forgetting to pick it up. I think it has to do with like a Midas retelling, sort of. Like, I don't know, something to do with gold, obviously. Guild. Sounds fun. Then I have Empire of the Vampire by Jay Kristoff. I am 20% into this. This is another example of the book is too big and heavy for me to carry around, so I got it on ebook. I also have For the Sake of by Judith Sonnet, and this is another extreme horror that at the same time that I got Survivor during those sprints, this was also mentioned. And I also downloaded this because I heard that it is an example of very extreme horror. Have I picked it up yet? Nope. Then from Kindle Unlimited, I have Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas, which I have read 27% of and then put it down for whatever reason. I also have, going completely to the other side of things, Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. This is an epic fantasy, the first book in a series, but there are like 4 series or 5 series in this whole world, and I'm so intimidated, but I also so badly want to be a part of this world. So that's on deck at some point. I don't own the physical copies of them yet. I figured if I at least have the ebook, then I can like get into it sooner than later. Then I have It Ain't Me, Babe. This is by Tilly Cole. I have not even started this, but I got it on Kindle Unlimited, and I believe I heard that it is a romance sort of similar to Sons of Anarchy, which, again, we love. Then I have Taken by Fate by Shannon Mayer. I have never read a Shannon Mayer, but my boss slash coworker is obsessed, reads all of her books, and keeps recommending them to me. So one of these days I will get around to one of them. Then I have Anastasia by Sophie Lark. This is also from Kindle Unlimited. I have not started it. Then I have A Court of Silver Flames. Do I though? No. That was from the library. I do not. I'm a big fat liar. Then I have The Woman's War by Jenna Glass. I own the physical copy of this. It's too heavy and big, so I bought the ebook, and I'm not sorry. Then I have Witch's Reign by Shannon Mayer. This is another one that I was recommended. Has anyone read Shannon Mayer? Because if you have, please let me know what you think. Then I have Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. I don't know why I downloaded this, but one day, maybe, I'll read it. Oh, there's more. I missed a whole row. Duh. Then I have Hooked by Emily McIntyre. One day, I decided I was going to be a dark romance girly, and I figured I would start there, and I got about 30% in. I don't know. I don't think it's for me. I also have Sword Heart on here, which I did start. I don't know why I have the ebook, because this is not a very big book and I could definitely read it physically, but you know. Then I have the Addicted series box set, and I don't know how many books this comes with, but quite a few. And finally, I have Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. This one I started and I'm 15% in. I don't own the physical copies, so I decided to buy them on here before I decided if I should invest, because from what I understand, they're chunky and I don't love the covers. And that's it. That is every book that I have not read yet that is on my Kindle. I have not been counting during this. Was that a lot? It felt like a lot. I feel like it felt like a lot. So let me know if it was a lot. I'll count during editing. Editing me will put the number right here of how many books that actually is. And I'll tell you if I feel like it's a lot. But I do feel like it's a lot. So that's everything. That is my Kindle TBR that I am carrying with me into 2024. And maybe this year I will knock some of these out once and for all, especially some of the like much older ones. Wouldn't that be amazing? That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, all right, now we're just going super random. It is super rainy, cloudy out. So if you made it this far, give me like a rainy emoji in the comments down below. I know that has nothing to do with this video, but it's what I'm staring at right now. Rain and clouds. That's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Hopefully. Bye.
It's Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas, baby. It's Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby.